Hi, my name's Erika Bugbee. I'm a personal development coach, and I work with teenagers, parents of teenagers, and regular people. But I also work with practitioners, and I coach practitioners to work with teenagers, to work with general population. But one of the trainings I just finished is teaching practitioners to work with teens. And one of the questions I got a lot, I'm going to answer here because I think it's a common question. The question that I got is, my teens don't listen to me. I'm a train wreck of a mom, or that's my weakest part of my life is my parenting and my ability to talk to my kids. Put me in a business setting, put me at work, put me with anybody but my teenagers, and I'm actually a really good communicator. I get along well with people, and I know how to influence people. So maybe coaching teenagers isn't for me, or they feel like coaching isn't for them in general because they tried out their coaching skills on their relatives or their best friend that just got divorced. I want to make a point here that I think is really an important one, is that if you're interested in coaching or helping people, you don't want to look at how you do influencing the people in your family as a measure of whether you can reach people. Because the only people that you're not going to be able to reach are the people in your family, especially if you have teenagers. It's essentially irrelevant. You want to think of that demographic as a demographic you're never going to have to reach. And I say that because most of the time our teenagers, especially if you're a coach, your teenagers have probably already heard your rap and what you want to tell them and how you're trying to what you're trying to do with people. You've probably tried it on them, and they probably shut down immediately or roll their eyes because you weren't really invited in and you tried to talk to them. That really your ability to reach people, you want to look at essentially those are not going to be your people. So if you're going to be out there coaching and helping people, the people that you're going to be helping are not like your teenagers. They're people that went out of their way to come sit into your office and talk to you. So those are the people that you want to focus on if you're putting together a business plan or you're working on your coaching skills and you're trying to develop a business. Your target audience is not your teenagers. In the same way that if somebody was creating a business around whitewater rafting, if you've ever done that, I would not be their target audience. So I hate cold, I hate water, and I hate danger. So if I'm that person's kid, they don't want to gauge whether they're going to be able to get people to come whitewater raft. They'd be wanting to target people that are into whitewater rafting. And there's plenty of people that want to do that. So that's what you'd want to focus on. So the reason I'm pointing this out is because I think that people get discouraged, especially in any business. People can sort of get down and discouraged and insecure and in their head about, just down on life, especially if there's drama going on in their house, and then start questioning their business plan, their career plans, what they're doing with their life. If you're normal, when there's drama in your house and there's fighting and tension in your relationships, you're probably going to be down and questioning everything. That's why I'm pointing this out, because that's more of a household drama issue and you struggling in life. It has nothing to do with whether you're on the right career path or whether coaching is for you. So I wanted to point that out because I think that a lot of people that are drawn to coaching, especially the people that are drawn to coaching, like the people that just took my course. I just finished a 4-month course, and all the people that were in that course either have teenagers, were troubled themselves as teenagers, have troubled teenagers around them, and are inspired for all the right reasons. And it's really easy to get caught in doubts like that. Like, well, I fight with my teenager, maybe this isn't for me. So uh, some of the other things that I heard in this group is things like either my teenagers don't listen to me, um, or in fact, I had one of the people in this course, her teenager said, Mom, you should not be coaching teenagers. And she's sensational. Her rapport skills are great. She's exactly who should be out there trying to reach teenagers because she cares. And that comes across. But some of the other concerns I heard and doubts that I heard in people that were really common is I don't have teenagers. I don't have kids. So why would I be out there trying to reach them? I don't have any rapport skills. And again, that's, in my mind, that's just what insecurity and cold feet looks like, and doubt. And it's always comes at the heels of trying to get through to a client and they're not receptive, they're not listening. That doesn't necessarily have anything to do with you. A lot of my clients are unreceptive and not listening, and I've been doing this 23 years. It doesn't mean that I'm in the wrong field or that I'm working with the wrong population. That particular person that said that actually was a speaker in this program I just did, very experienced. She got discouraged because one of the kids in their program was just disengaged. And that was the first thought she had. I don't have kids. What am I doing? Working with teenagers, maybe I should rethink my business plan for my entire organization. And all that is she had a moment of discouragement and started questioning everything. To me, when I have people that come to me and say, like in this training, and other practitioners I work with, I don't have kids, does that disqualify me from working with parents or working with kids? They bring a whole set of strengths that parents don't have, which is they don't have a head filled with as many issues and concerns that are active and alive in their minds. They don't have as much baggage as parents. They're so in a way, they have strengths that parents don't have. So, but again, it's really easy to get caught in just a momentary insecurity. And that's more of a state of mind issue or a discouragement issue or a temporary you issue happening inside your head. It has nothing to do with your talent. It has nothing to do with your career, your future. Those are just, that's just what doubt, that's the sound that doubt makes. So my kids don't listen to me. I don't have kids, two of the really common doubts people get caught in. The other ones that I hear are, my kids didn't have really big, hairy issues. Maybe I can't relate to them. Again, that has, you were a teenager, and the stuff that they get caught in, you get caught in the same kinds of things. They just have a different form. So teenagers get insecure, discouraged, scared, angry. They have relationship issues. They have all the same issues you have. So if you're human, you can work with teenagers. And the last thing I hear is, well, I wasn't troubled as a teenager. So maybe I can't help troubled teenagers. Maybe I can't relate. Maybe they're going to think I can't relate. Again, teenagers' issues are no different. I've never been to war, but I've worked with war veterans. And I had to kind of flounder around in the beginning to find out, well, what kinds of things happened for them. All of them, by the time I got to know them a little bit, I could relate to them. Just the shape of my issues, my fear was way smaller than theirs, or really different, but it's made of the same material. So anyway, I have a bias. I love working with teenagers. I think everybody should work with teenagers because it hones your ability. It just makes, you have to learn to be relatable and down to earth and warm and human and in the moment, to work with teenagers, or they'll get up and leave the room. They'll just shut you off. So it hones your skills, in my mind, faster than any other population. But that being said, that may not be for you. There's a lot of people who want nothing to do with teenagers. That's fine. There's plenty that do. But if you're somebody that's had a calling to either do coaching or coach with teenagers, and you get caught in doubts like this or some other version of it, a lot of times that's just, you're just having a bad day or having a bad moment that week. You're particularly down. Um, you want to come back to your original inspiration, whatever inspired you to get on that path. Probably your doubts will disappear if you give it a little bit of time to air out. Anyway, I hope this was helpful.